Can you guess what it is? Yes, it is an electric motor. You must have seen many of the mechanical systems are there in your house which use electric motor. So it is the basic unit of any electric motor, of any electric system or any mechanical system. So today we will going to study this topic, electric motor. Let's start with the today's lecture. Hello students, how are you all? Enjoying? Yeah, I'm back, your science teacher. So today our topic we have already discussed, it is electric motor. So let's understand what is electric motor, how we can prepare a electric motor and how it works. Okay? So first of all, what is an electric motor? So first electric motor was invented by William Sturgeon in 1832. The first electric motor was invented by William Sturgeon in 1832. Okay, but it wasn't successful at that time. When it got successful in 1873. Alright. So now what is electric motor? Electric motor is a machine that converts electricity into a mechanical energy. Okay, mechanical energy means the energy of machines. Alright. So it can convert electricity into mechanical energy. It takes electricity and convert it into mechanical energy. Alright. Electric motor is the basic thing of any mechanical system, any machinery system. Electric motor is a basic thing. So you should know about electric motor completely. Alright. Now on what principle electric motor works? What is the principle behind it? If you remember, in last lecture we have discussed about current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field experiences a force. That we have discussed that when an current carrying conductor places in magnetic field perpendicular to the magnetic field lines, then it will experience a force. Okay, so this is what the principle of electric motor. Okay, and one more thing I explained you that when electric carrying conductor experience maximum force, electric carrying conductor will experience maximum force when it placed perpendicular to the magnetic field lines. All right, that I explained you. And now, as we know the direction of current in that and magnetic field, how we can find out the direction of force? We can find out the direction of force with the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay. So hope you have seen the last lecture completely and understood the last lecture completely, because today we are going to use all that things in today's lecture in electric motor. We are going to apply all that concept in electric motor. So be clear with your concepts to understand electric motor. Firstly, the construction of electric motor. How we can construct electric motor? How we can make electric motor? There are 5 basic things you should have to make an electric motor. What are that things? 2 magnets you should have, 2 strong magnets you should have. Okay, a coil ABCD, and it should be placed perpendicular to the magnetic field lines so that it will experience a maximum force. Okay, 2 split rings. These split rings are also known as commutators. These split rings are also known as commutators. Alright. These 2 split rings are the semicircle, are in the shape of semicircle. And X and Y you can see here, these are the brushes made of carbon attached with this commutator. And these 2 brushes are then connected with a battery which will supply electricity to the coil, which will supply current to the coil. Okay, so this was its construction. Hope you all have understood the construction very well. Now let's start with the working of motor. How does an electric motor works? Suppose I started supplying current and current will flow like this, will move in this direction. Okay. But one thing to focus here is, in AB the current is in upward direction and in CD the current is in downward direction. But the direction of magnetic field lines is same. Okay. So as we know the direction of current and the direction of magnetic field, we can find out the direction of force, because in magnetic field current carrying conductor will experience force. Then what will be the direction of force here? If the current is in upward direction, then the force experienced by this conductor will be in upward direction. And here the force in current is in downward direction, then the force will also be in downward direction. So how it will move? It will move like this, from upward to downward, because this AB the force experiences in upward direction and CD experiences a force in downward direction, right? So it will move like this, from upward to downward. All right, like this. It was horizontal at that time and now it is vertical. It is half rotation. Okay. After having half rotation, you can see here that initially the split rings were connected with the brushes. Here the split rings cuts off its connection with the brushes. There is no connection. If there is no connection, that means electricity is not there in the coil at this time. If electricity is not there, then this coil should stop, because it is experiencing a force due to the current. But if now the current is not there, it should stop. But it hasn't stopped. Why? Because it gains an inertia. What is inertia? That if a body is in motion, it will remain in motion until or unless an external force is applied on it. Okay. So if it gets a motion, then it will remain in motion. Okay. So it is its half rotation. Okay. In half rotation, the commutators cuts off with the electricity or with the brushes. Now after completing half, it will complete full rotation. In full rotation, it will again come to the horizontal position. But now initially the phases are A, B, C, D. But after one rotation, the phases will be D, C, A, B. Okay. Initially the phases were A, B, C, D. But after having a rotation, the phases will be D, C, B, A. Alright, phases changes. If phases changes, you can see here, then the direction of current will also change. Here you can see in CD, the direction of current is upward. And here the direction of current is downward. Either here AB, the direction of current is downward, and here the direction of current in AB is upward, right? That means when the phases will change after one rotation, the direction of current will also get changed. Okay. So as the direction of current changes, the direction of force will also change, and this is how a motor moves. It will continue in motion like this only. Okay, from A, B, C, D to D, C, B, A, then again A, B, C, D to D, C, B, A, then again to A, B, C, D, D, C to D, C, B, A. So this is how a motor works. Okay, hope you all have understood the complete concept of electric motor. Now let's see again that how motor works. Okay. Let's see. So here you can see that coil is moving and it is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field lines. Okay, it is moving and at vertical position commutators are getting cut off with the brushes. Okay, this is how it moves from AB CD to DC BA, then again AB CD, then again DC BA. This is how a motor turns and works completely. Okay, hope you all have understood the working of electric motor. Now let's see some uses of electric motor. And one more thing to tell you is the working of commutator. What is the work of commutator or split rings here? The work of split rings is to split the coil, to move the coil and to supply the current to the coil. This is the work of commutator or split rings, right? Now let's see the uses of electric motor. Uses of electric motor. Motors are used, it has a wide variety of uses. Okay, it can be used many of the places. So what are the things in which we use electric motor? Electric motor we use in cars, in clocks, in drills, fans, fridges, hair dryers, vacuum cleaners, water pumps, washing machines, hard disks, drives, DVD players, electric vehicles. Many are the things there which use electric motor. As initially in the starting of this lecture I explained you that electric motor is the basic thing of any mechanical system. So it is used at many in your houses also, in fridges, in clocks, in motor pumps. You can use it anywhere. If you want to make any mechanical system, then the electric motor is the basic unit which you have to use it. Okay, so you should know the complete knowledge of electric motor and you should know the complete working of electric motor, as it is a very very important topic. All right, so till my next video, bye bye, take care.